Yo, all doing this? Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Said It, and today I wanted to talk to you all about Keyontae Johnson. For those of you who don't know, Keyontae Johnson was the former starting forward at the University of Florida. And during the game on December 12th, 2020, Johnson collapsed on a court game against Florida State. When he arrived at the Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, doctors assessed him to be in critical but stable condition after 3 days in a medically induced coma. In the Tallahassee Memorial Hospital, Johnson was taken back to Gainesville, Florida, for future treatment. On December 15th, it was reported that he was awake, speaking, and responding to commands. On December 28th, head coach Mike White announced that Johnson had rejoined the team as a coach. On August 20th, 2022, Johnson committed to Kansas State. After an amazing regular season, Johnson was named Big 12 Newcomer of the Year. And those of you who recently watched the NCAA tournament, Kansas State made it to the Elite Eight. There was a lot of talk about the point guard Marquise Newell, how amazing he was. He also joined his teammate Marquise Newell's first team All Big 12. Keyontae Johnson had started at small forward for Kansas State. Once the new coach at Kansas State, Coach Tang, I believe, got the new job, he brought Keyontae with him. This has been an amazing story. Recently, Keyontae Johnson was physically cleared for the NBA draft, so now he's able to be drafted, not only to be drafted, but to work out for NBA teams. And this is a feel-good story for Keyontae. Again, as you all know, when he collapsed on national TV. This is, a situation where, players were still going through COVID protocols, and COVID was still really bad, and we just really didn't know what was going on with him. And COVID brought out a lot of underlying issues, and a lot of people had underlying heart issues or underlying issues as far as diabetes. So it was never really found out to why he collapsed. But the main thing is that not only did he make it through, but he went on to have a very successful senior season at Kansas State, and he's projected to be drafted in the second round, number 46. Hopefully he will be drafted. I hope he can have a long NBA career. And this is just a feel-good story that Keyontae Johnson has. He continues to improve and continues to get better on and off the court and physically. And going back to, like I said, COVID kind of exposed a lot of underlying issues. When it was COVID, myself, I started getting a lot of bad headaches after I got COVID, and I had to have 2 head surgeries. So luckily, making it through that. But like I said, a lot of these athletes, we saw a lot of athletes collapse. We saw an NBA referee during one of the games. He just collapsed. So it was just a lot of things going on where people were passing out during the middle of games. And luckily that referee made it. There was an issue where the physical trainer for the Dallas Cowboys, he collapsed, but he did not make it. And then we were just having so many issues during right before COVID, during COVID, and right after COVID. And so to see Keyontae make it and to be successful at Kansas State and to go on to now be able to work out for teams and be physically cleared to not only work out for teams, but be physically cleared to to be drafted in the NBA. So, again, just congratulations to Keyontae Johnson. Congratulations to the Kansas State Wildcats. They had an amazing run in the NCAA tournament that Keyontae was a part of. So, again, this is just a great feel-good story about Keyontae Johnson. I can't wait to watch the NBA draft to see where he lands. Thank you all for listening. Again, it's Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Said It. Have a good one.